Hi there, it's Karen here. Welcome back to Roxy's Weekly Challenge 2024, and we're on week 19 and we're going to make clusters. And I have to say, when I saw her starting to make clusters, I did have to smile to myself, because the last Moroccan journal we did, a video that I did, we made clusters. So I'm kind of in the cluster groove, but these are going to be a bit different. They're bigger, which I will find a challenge because I always make very small clusters. So making one on a larger scale might be a bit of a challenge for me, so that's good. This is called the challenge, so I'm going to have to start with bigger bases and think just on a slightly larger scale. So I'm just going to start straight away, and I think she tries to use the back piece of paper as the base piece, as perhaps a bit slightly stronger. It gives you the option then of using them as a side tuck or a top tuck or something like that. So I thought I'd just tear this down, and almost immediately I can't see my ruler, which is kind of ridiculous because I use it all the time, and yet this happens so often. I just can't believe it. Well, my big ruler's completely done a runner, so I pulled out this little one. This will work, I think, because we're only doing small pieces. So I just want to cut the edge off this one, or tear the edge off this one. Try to stop the ruler from travelling in the wrong direction. Right, and so we're going to start with a decent sized base, and then we can work from there. I'll just tear it across the bottom. Right, so we've got that. And she built it up using a variety of different colours of book page and other things. So I've got some ephemera here, I've got some tickety bits, some of the bits I used for my Moroccan journal clusters. But she's gluing hers onto her base, which I didn't do. I just paper clipped, stapled all of mine together. So it is a different process. So I've got a tray of different papers here that I'm just looking through to find different colours and fonts. That might be okay. Take that bead off. That's quite a nice font. Perhaps to go on there. Well, it doesn't really stand out very much. Might do if I put something else behind it that's more of a contrast. What about this piece? Oh, I have got this lovely, well, it's a big piece, but I've started tearing into it, so I think I will use some of this. It's gorgeous. It's some genuine old letter, I think, that I've had in a pack from Roxy Creations, so it seems really sad to start tearing it up, but we have to use these things. So maybe that's lovely. I don't want to cover too much of that up. Put that one there. I'll leave that for another one. So I want to put. Rachel was doing predominantly neutral clusters. I might struggle with neutral, and I might be starting by making a few with my ballet journal in mind. So I will be adding just a little bit of colour here and there. I've had this floating around on my desk for God knows how many days, weeks, and it's that lovely green that I've got in some of the kits. So I'm thinking I might pop a little bit of colour in, because then I could use it in my ballet journal, and I just have to have a little something on the top, maybe a bit of lace. So I think that will work as a starter. So I'm going to glue, put a bit of glue on this. I can always add a bit more, I just want enough to hold it together to start with, and then I might just pop in extra bits where I haven't quite covered it. Oh, this is nearly dead, this glue stick. Might just get a little bit more out of it. But it's okay, I have another one on standby. Sticking out a little bit, but not too much. So then we're going to put a piece of this green. Don't think I'm getting anything off that. That's definitely a defunct glue stick. Okay. So just if I put this in position, I just want a little bit showing there. And then I think I'll pop that there. Yep. Just might leave that little edge poking out a little bit. Ooh, it's getting super gluey already on this glue page and on my fingers. So it is another glorious sunny morning, middle of May. It's not even the middle of May yet, really, and we've had the most beautiful week. I know it's not going to last, never does, but oh, it's been lovely. We actually had breakfast in the garden this morning, first time this year. I have sat out in the garden with my breakfast, and it was just, oh, it was lovely. I could have sat there all day, except I wanted to be in my craft room as well. So looks like I may have had too much glue down the bottom here. So yeah, it's so lovely at the moment. It's Saturday morning. Rich has done his bark run. I went and got the croissants from the bakery up the road. It's literally a minute's walk up the road. It's just too close. But it's lovely. It's just nice to have it there when we need it. Every time we need a loaf of bread, we hardly ever buy bread from anywhere else these days. And a loaf of bread doesn't last very long because it's just such lovely bread. That's all we want to eat at lunchtime, is that lovely bread from... We get a multigrain bread. We like a multigrain. So, yeah. 1 minute's chop there and 1 minute's chop back, and we have a loaf. Lovely. Right, one. Let's get another piece of nice, reasonably strong paper. How about a bit of music, because that would go well in the ballet journal. And this is quite thick paper. So, make a good base. I've still got glue on my fingers. Okay, what shall we do with this one? Piece of this, bit of my German book. So I'm going to try and make a slightly longer, narrow one, I think. Go with that. got, it's not really different enough. Oh, we haven't used any ephemera pieces, have we? So that's my Shabby Dabba Doodah labels. Let's see if we can find some interesting bits of ephemera to use. So this would be quite good, wouldn't it? Because this is long. And then we've got a piece of this. Could use there. Maybe that will be enough. It's a bit red, that's the trouble. If I want to use this for the ballet journal, it's a bit too red. So maybe for another one. I do happen to have some pink tickets. So maybe that will be the thing to do, to bring in that little splash of colour. Ooh, I've got a hole needing punching there. I know it is a bit like using a hammer to crack a nut, using this giant thing, but that's the only hole punch I have, because the only one that would work for me, so I'm going to use it. And it was the right size, so that's all right. So I'm going to pop that in there like that. So, yeah. I feel like it needs one more strip of something. What shall we have? I've got any... So I've got my Shabba Dabba Doodah ephemera holder here. Well, it's labels and ephemera. So maybe something like this, which has also got a pinkish tone. It's a lot paler. Would work as well, but I need to just tear it down the edges a little bit, soften it up. Pop it behind here, I think, but going down maybe a bit like that. Just make the whole thing a little bit longer. Let's see, or do I prefer it that way? Don't want to tear all the edges off. I think sometimes you need the odd straight edge. Yeah, I think that would possibly work. So we're going to glue this piece on first. There we are, that's that one. Slightly longer. I might have another long one and use this. This could be a bit of glue book, not sure. one. How about a bit of this? Where's my ruler? Oop. She did actually make some, orientate some that way around, didn't she? So maybe that's what I should do. I will keep those bits because that's got the lovely edge. I might actually have a bit too much here. Okay, we might just do that. Now I've got this bit of an airmail letter, I think. Yeah, well, I might use a piece of that. I don't know when it's from, it doesn't have a date on it because the postmarks have just all been torn off. But maybe a bit like something like that. And then I've got this lovely script. Would that go across the middle? Oh, if it doesn't go here, it'll go on another one, I guess. Right. Ooh. So I don't necessarily want to lose that postmark, but I could maybe put that there. I don't mind covering up the Port-Avions because it's a very in-your-face colour. I don't really want that. Could put that there. Just needs a little something more, I think. Like that. No. No. I'm feeling a little bit of, I can find a small bit of music. I'm sure I've got some little bits tucked at the bottom of this. A few bits that I pulled out. Be just what I need. Got that. It's too close in colour. It as well. This is an interesting little piece. I've used a bit of it already. It actually was, I think it was one of the things I may have had from Laurie at LA Hay Treasures. It was obviously, she's stamped all over this paper bag. So I thought, well, I think I used it in one of the clusters I made, not on camera, I think I used it off camera. In the clusters I made after I finished the video. Because I thought it was quite a nice colour to use, and it's got some lovely stamping on it, so I thought, why not use it? Just got to try not to rip it in the wrong direction. In the bits where it's actually part of the paper bag, it's quite difficult to rip because it's all been glued together. See if that would work. Where are we? Oh, we're over here. Okay, let's try. Oh, well, lost my base. Base under there. Maybe that there. No, I think that needs to come up a bit. And that does. I don't want it to hang down too much. Something like that. I think we could try and make that work, couldn't we? And they're only bits of paper. If they don't work, I don't like it when the time comes. I won't use it. Need some clean. Huh. Looks like this book's had some repair done to it. Okay, so this piece first. Put too much glue on. I've got to stop doing that. I may just have to stick something on the back there just to stop it gluing to anywhere it sticks. Oh, 2 bits. Stick that on the back there. Oh, and another bit. Right. I need to concentrate. Not put glue where I don't need glue. Right. And we're going to have this little bit. I've got to ink this piece because it's got a sort of a white torn edge. And it just seems to need... Actually, is that the piece I was going to... Yes, I think it is the piece I was going to use, but it's got a bit... Just needs inking a little bit as it's going on the top. That's going to go there, I think. Yep. Okay. Another one. Right. I thought I've got a few pieces of ephemera. Some of the larger pieces. I thought I might use 1 or 2 of them as a base. Got this. maybe. I like that. I'll bring out a couple. We can always use it, bring out some more. Okay, just bring this box out as well. That's got smaller pieces of ephemera in it, which you might use for embellishing. So I'm going to put that over here. Okay, let's start with this one because I really like this one. And that's a good size to start as a base. Alright, just go put that piece over that edge, softens that edge. And some more of this lovely script. I'll use a piece of I don't know whether you'd call this rag paper. It feels like it could be, but I'm never sure which one is what she calls rag paper and which one isn't, so who knows. I don't want to cover up all of my base ephemera, do I? So I could put that there. Okay, so do that. Then we've got a little... Oh, I know what I want to use. I know what I'd like to use. I have this, it's another pack. I don't think I even got this one out the other day when I was doing the other clusters. This is another LA Hay Treasures. Little pack of goodies. This is rather nice. It's a ticket, but it's, oh, I've just seen, it's a ticket. Obviously, not a real one, it's a one from a, it must be a digital one or something. But I don't know, maybe it is real. Because it's got this gold embossing on it for the Beatles from 1965, but the date on it, August 29th. It's my birthday. So that's got to go in there, isn't it? August 29th. So, I don't know where... I'm going to put that on top. It's quite leery, really. But I don't want to completely lose all the date. Or maybe I'll put that there and then cover up some of it. Maybe something like that. See. It only means something to me. It's not going to mean anything to anybody else. I've got this piece of ephemera. Which I could, because I'm in danger of covering up too much of all of this, but can't keep it all on show, really, can we? Because that's why it's the base. Maybe I need to... No, I didn't. Right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will ink this. It's only I wanted to cover this edge up because it was showing a bit white, but if I ink it, I could have it showing a little bit. Or I could just rearrange things so it doesn't matter so much if it shows. Right, so I'm going to put this little piece here, I think, covers up that bit. And go with this one here. Maybe this one is just too big, or is it? No, maybe not. I think what I have to do, tear a bit off the top, and that will still show. Bit of vanity, I know, but I just, oh, it's a Sunday evening, because that's 1965, so I would have been 8 years old that day. Now you know. Alright, there we go. That could go there. So I've got the date and I've got the year, like that. And I could do that. Or maybe, do I want this at all? I was going to do, no. It's because there's so many pretty bits, I don't want to cover any of it up really, but that's just silly. Right, let's see if we can find a nice little bit of, yeah, a little bit of music to go on the front, and that will do it. Because we will be adding some more bits to these little finishing touches. I don't know if I'm going to do any focal points on any of these. I think Rachel did some to make up, to show what you could do, adding maybe a bird or a flower. Maybe I'll add a couple of bits, see what sort of time I've got. Yeah. That one? No, that one. Okay. Let's just... Oh, it's no good me just gluing that one on, because I haven't glued anything else on yet. Right, so this one I'm going to glue just in that corner. Yeah, she's got a bit of butterfly poking out like that. Right, one more. How are we doing? I might try making one more. Right, let's use this. So I'm not going to be so worried about covering up bits. It can be a long vertical one. Okay, so yeah, that bit's going to go on. I'm going to do it right now. Quick decision. Too much glue. Oh, well, I'll have to cover the back of that, won't I? Because I made a mess. Okay. I'm going to stick this along the back of there. There we are. That's what I need to do. Every time I forget, I'm just going to have to cover it up with some more paper. Could still use this piece. It's another different colour. Right, we're really going to try and be neutral with these. Oh, I had that other piece, didn't I? That I thought was too red. What did I do with it? There it is. It's in there. Maybe I'll use that. Oh, are we going to... We're trying to be neutral, aren't we? Maybe I shouldn't. Got this piece, which is rather lovely. So make it quite a nice sturdy one, wouldn't it? Maybe that should go behind here to give it a bit of strength. I wonder. That would make it quite a nice firm side tuck then, wouldn't it? Because this is a piece of scrapbook paper. I think it's a leftover from the music journal. I'm going to use that. I'm going to have to round those outer corners. The others look like they've already been rounded. But for some reason, I'm just going to round them all. Okay, maybe put that there. That's coming along. Okay, let's glue this one to that one. Don't know how far across I took it. All the way. And then this one can go there, down a little. Yep. There it is. Right. Do I need one last little something? Little ticket. No, I think I need more script. Ooh, this. That's a nice piece, isn't it? Yeah, I might just put that on there. Little tiny piece. Sometimes these little pieces just give a finishing touch. Okay. And I want to just tear off. In fact, I think I used my other ruler. The one that hadn't gone missing. This one. Let's give a softer, more interesting bottom edge. If I can do that. Yep. Okay, I think I like that as it is. So I think we'll call that enough for now as far as making them. I've just got to add a little bit of something extra, haven't I? I could make these for 2 hours. It's one of those things, it's very addictive. Once you get into the groove, it's very addictive to keep going and going and going. But time's against me, so let's just see what we've got, and add some little finishing touches. I don't think I'm going to add anything big. Could that go on there? Maybe. Like that. Okay. Just felt it would be a shame not to use this little bit that I torn off. Let's get rid of those white edges. And I think I might just put that there. Yeah. Let's do it. Do another tiny bit floating around in my box, do I? Yeah, like that. All right. I might use these for gluing on the bits of fabric because it's quite good. It does work quite well on small pieces. Right. So that's what I want to do, is just add some fabric or lace to some of these. So I might as well start with this one. And I've got this. It's an interesting piece, isn't it? Might cut off that really bright pink. Can I get it off? Yep, or I can. Don't think I want. I just want the top bit, I think. I think that looks quite nice there. It's going to clean the page. Yeah, I'm just going to try this glue stick because I have found it does seem to work quite well for these sort of little thin bits of fabric. There? No. It's going to go like that. I think it was a funny little bit of fabric I had in a pack that I bought. I mean, it's a whole piece of fabric, not very big, sort of, you know, a little bit like that. And I just tore off a strip to see if we could use some of it. Oh, I've got fabric stuck to my fingers now. What did I do with my wet wipe? It's all here. Right, so that's that one. And then this one. I think we need a little something maybe down here. And I have got some stamped pieces. Could put treasured memories. Needs a bit of colour, doesn't it? Just a little bit. A bit of that. and treasured memories. Maybe that will go over the top, I don't know. Let's put that piece on. Now, could I put treasured memories over that? I think I will. Alright. Quite delicate, but I like it. I like it. I do. There. This one. Oh, we haven't made very many. I mean, Rachel always seems to take all the time in the world and make loads and loads and loads, and then, you know, ends up being in 45 minutes. I feel like I'm doing it as fast as I can. I mean, without feeling too rushed. And I make 5 in an hour, if I'm lucky. Well, let's see. Got this piece. I won't use the whole piece, just a little bit purple, or I've got a bit of, ooh, I like that. Put that there. I think I could. Can work out if that's the right way up or that way. Maybe that way. Okay, I think I might just put that on there, somewhere around there. No, I don't like it leaving that little gap. Yep. Put that there. Okay, that one. And this one. Well, what we got? What we got? No. Got this little bit of embroidery. Maybe that would work. Another little hanky. Probably one of mine. Oh no, you won't have seen that video yet. I've just realised I'm mentioning another hanky, and of course you haven't seen me using my old hankies, because that video hasn't got up yet. But it will, very soon. Oh, isn't that pretty? Yeah, that's going to go on there. I might use my glitter glue for that actually, because I've got the embroidery on it. like that there. Lovely. Okay, so that's that one. And last one. I mean, I'm okay with not making very many because I have actually got quite a lot of clusters in my stash and I never think to use them. So this, making a few more, maybe it'll make me dip into my, because I've got that fabric cluster book that I made a while ago. Yeah, a bit of my favourite William Morris fabric has got to go on. Might be a bit too big. Is that even possible? Yeah, maybe a little bit too big. But not too much. Just cut a little bit off where the corners are, or the edges are curling. I've got so little of this left, just scraps here and there. But I love it so much. And it goes really well with that green ticket. And I know I had the ballet journal in mind and I could still use it for the ballet journal. There's no reason why I shouldn't have a bit of green leafy stuff in there. Right, it's going on there. Where's my book? Oh, I just put it over here. Why did you do that? I don't know. There we go. Just bought us some beautiful William Morris mugs. We went to an outing with our garden club. Not that I'm a member, but Richard's possibly going to join, and lots of ladies from the craft club are also members of the garden club, as you'd expect in a village. So we went on this outing to this lovely garden, and she was selling various bits and pieces at the end, just a few little bits, but some William Morris, pack of 4 William Morris mugs, and I couldn't help myself. Richard was laughing at me, because we've got more mugs than we know what to do with, but we managed to get through them. But I just fell in love with these mugs. I wasn't the only one. A couple of others also bought the mugs. But, you know, I'm a sucker for a bit of William Morris, so, yeah. They're still in the box. I don't like to use them now I've got them. They're lovely, like fine bone china. And I'm scared to use them now. But I will. Okay. Let's have a quick review of our little clusters. So I think what Rachel was saying is that these can be used as tucks, side tucks, corner tucks, top tucks, or you could put them onto a journal card, make a journal card out of them. You could just put a piece behind it, a nice strong piece of card or something, and you've got a lovely and a focal point, and you've got a journal card. So that could happen to any of these. I really like them because I'm not, as I said before, don't really make big clusters normally. So this is a bit of a change, but I do love them. I think the little bits of fabric just give them that little finishing touch. And there we are, just a little set. But they were lots of fun to make. So thank you for joining me for this one, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.